Dear students, detailed civil engineering courses like Manual Building Design, Stat Pro, ETAP, SAP, Revit, AutoCAD, Primavera P6 are available at Civil Engineering Strava online application app. So download the application from the Google Play Store now. Each course contains 50 plus high quality video contents and free PDFs and exercises, and online certification will be provided after completing the course. Course will be available at 67 to 70% discount now and valid up to 6 months. Download civil engineering application now from Google Play Store, or direct link is available at the description of this video. Try to utilize this offer. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering topics. In this video, I will explain you complete scheduling of G+5 building by using Primavera P6 software. In the previous video lectures, I was explained complete scheduling of the project for the single story building as well as the G+2 building structural model using Primavera P6 software. But in this video, I will explain you complete scheduling of the G+5 apartment structural building model by using Primavera P6 software. So before going to the scheduling of the project, initially I will explain you the complete details about the apartment building, how many stories we are considering and what is the column size, what is the beam size and other specifications related to the structural model. Then after that I will explain you the complete steps we need to follow in Primavera P6 software. Mostly we will follow 7 steps based on our assumption. So then after that I will explain you the complete scheduling of the project by using Primavera P6 software. And if you are not yet downloaded our application, please download our application. The complete Primavera P6 course is available in our application. You can watch the videos. Okay, so complete download link is available in the below description of this video. Otherwise you can search a Civil Engineering Strava in Google Play Store so that you will able to find our application. You can watch the complete course related to the Primavera P6. Now you can see this is the typical floor plan I am considering for the project scheduling. So you can see here it is the complete apartment building which is having 5 stories, and ground story is completely parking and first story is residential building. So this is the flat 1 you can consider, and this is the flat 2 simple building I am considering here. Okay, so this is the model which is related to the complete typical floor plan of G+5 building. I will upload this PDF in Civil Engineering Strava application in free PDF section. You can download the complete PDF from there. So you can see these are the data which is showing the complete details of the G+5 building, which is used for the residential building purpose. Having area of the site is 25 meter in length direction distance, and height of the building here I am considering as 18 meter. Why? Because it is consisting of G+5 building. So type of construction is RCC framed structure, and shape of the building is rectangular shape, and number of staircases is 1, number of lift is 1, type of wall is brick wall, grade of the concrete is M30, grade of the steel is 500, slab thickness is 150 mm. So these are the some of the specifications which I am using for this particular project. Now I will show you steps we need to, what are the steps we need to follow in Primavera P6 software. These are the basic 7 steps we need to follow while scheduling any kind of the project. In that first step is creating of the project, EPS. Okay, so enterprise project structure, generally we will call it as, generally in this case it will comes under company names or organization names or project names. So for this reference purpose I will take the reference as project names. So second structure is OPS, is nothing but the organization breakdown structure, in the sense how many people are working, who is the boss of that particular project, like that. So next one is related to complete creation of the project. So in this we can create our required project like G+5 building structural model apartment building in this particular third step. And next step is to add the working breakdown structure. Working breakdown structure is generally related to the sub works which I am providing for the particular project. Generally planning and structural work as well as the construction work, finishing work and handovering site, generally we will consider as a working breakdown structure for the project. And next one is related to activities, which is nothing but the subcategories of the working breakdown structure. It is consisting of all the activities which is included on that particular structural model, like bar bending, footing design, RCC, and complete walls construction, painting, like that. So again in the same process it is consisting of creating and assigning of the calendar. Calendar plays an important role in the Primavera P6 scheduling. So we have to create the calendar. Next one is completely scheduling process. Okay, so now we can see these are the activities and working breakdown structures I am adding for the particular project. That first one is related to planning and structural work, and the second one is construction work, and third one is related to finishing work, and the fourth one is related to handovering site. So these are the number of the days which I am taking as a simple initial stages of the project based on our assumption. So start of the project is 0 days, planning is 5 days, structural work is 15 days, site clearance is 6 days, marking is 6 days, excavation work 8 days, bar bending is 5 days, RCC beds are 8, and footing 13, ground floor columns and plinth beams, ground floor shuttering, ground floor slab, and first floor, and next one. In the same way, it is consisting of some of the activities here like this. You can consider all the activities for that particular project, how many activities are there based on your assumed calculation. So you can change the activity after scheduling also. You can consider those initial activities for the project. So here I am assuming initial activities for the project is this. Okay, so let's start with our scheduling of the G+5 apartment building structural model by using Primavera P6 software. So I am opening my Primavera P6 software. So here we have to enter the login name as well as the password. So here I am taking admin is the username as well as admin is the password for my software. Now we can see here the complete Primavera P6 software was open here like this. So you can see it is consisting of some project here. In the previously we are added some of the project here like this. Initially I will delete that particular project. So go to delete this project, click on this option, so that it will delete all the project data which is related to the previous data. So you can consider the project data as per your assumption and as per your project specifications. Now you can see I was deleted the previous data which is related to the project. So we will go to the first step, which is related to the creation of enterprise project structure. I told you earlier, which is related to the complete creation of the company or complete creation of the individual projects. So here I am assuming the project only, individual project only for the creation of the EPS. So I am not assuming any company name. So go to click on the enterprise, select enterprise project structure here. Firstly, we will create some project names. So here I am giving project ID is PRO1. Just I am giving. So again I am selecting project name is project 1. Let us consider project 1. In this project 1 I need to construct the building structural model. You can give otherwise name as project building project. You can give it as building project. Okay. So again I am adding one more project. So now we can see, but it is adding a subcategory of project 1, but we have to make it as a primary project. So that's why just I am moving here as left hand side. So here I am selecting project 2, just I am taking here project 2. So again, which is related to the road project. Let us take road project, right? So again I am adding one more project which is also the primary category, which is related to the project 3. Just I am taking. Again this is other projects, other, just I am taking here. So here you can see if any building construction was located which is related to the scheduling, so then I will choose this particular project 1. If road project is selected, then I will choose the project 2, and if any other project is presented, then I will choose other project. Okay, so click on the close option. So these are the steps which is related to the creation of the enterprise project structure. This is a simple step. So then second step is completely creation of the object OBS, organization breakdown structure. Generally for this G+5 construction of the building, just I am considering project manager is the initial person. So here I am assuming. Otherwise you can consider MD. MD is the initial person, just I am taking here. Under the MD, managing director, it is consisting of the project manager. Here I am taking. And under the project manager, subcategory will be presented here like civil engineer. Okay, you can consider structural engineer, and you can consider quality control engineer, quality control. Again you can consider site engineer, you can take based on your assumption, you can consider. So here I am selecting site engineer. Okay, again it will be consisting of some financial department. They will see about the account sections, financial department, and last one is just I'm taking HR department, human resources. So under this subcategory of the civil engineering, again I am adding two sections which is related to civil engineering 1, okay, which is sub main category of civil engineering 2. Okay, so these two as well as the one is comes under civil engineer. Okay, so again structural engineer, if you want you can consider SE1, SE2. If you want you can consider SE1, SE2. Okay, SE1, again I am taking SE2. Okay, under quality control engineer, if you want you can consider QC1, QC2. So here for simple understanding of the project, just I am creating subcategories of the quality control manager. Okay, so as quality control 1, quality control 2, site engineer 1, S1, again I am adding S2. So this is my organization breakdown structure. So in my organization it is consisting of complete employees data here like this. MD is the first person and second one is project manager. He need to take care of all the building structural model and all the activities which is comes under this. Under the project manager it is consisting of civil engineer, structural engineer, quality control engineer, site engineer, finance department as well as the HR department. These 6 are categories I am considering. Under these categories it is consisting of civil engineer 1, civil engineer 2, structural engineer 1, structural engineer 2, and quality control 1, quality control 2, as well as site engineer 1, site engineer 2. Okay, so I will create the organization breakdown structure for our project. Further go to your enterprise here. So select the organization breakdown structure here. So in the previous section it is consisting of organization breakdown structure here like this, but we will delete that particular data. So here I am deleting data which is related to organization breakdown structure which we are created previously for the project. Okay, so I was deleted all the data. So we will give the modification to this is managing director. Managing director. Under this we will give one more category which is subcategory of managing director, which is nothing but project manager. This I am taking here. So under the project manager we had to give another subcategories which is related to our assumed data of civil engineer, structural engineer, quality control, site, finance, HR. Okay, so here I am giving here as civil engineer, CE as the short form. Just I am adding, again I am adding one more category which is related to structural engineering. Again I am adding one more category which is related to quality control. Again I am adding one more category which is related to site engineer. So just I am giving short forms here. If you want you can consider the full forms of the particular person. So again financial department, just I am taking, again I am selecting HR department. Okay, so this is, so under the civil engineer it is consisting of subcategories like civil engineering 1, civil engineering 2. We have to add that particular civil engineering 1, civil engineering 2 under civil CE. So just I am adding, but this CE will be comes under CE only, not equals to this C and CE. So that's why just we have to move this to right hand side so that it will add the subcategory. So we will give it as CE1. Again I am adding, again we will assume here as CE2. Again we will select SE. Again we will add subcategory. We will select it as SE1. Again I am adding one more category. So just I am taking here as SE2. Again I will come to the bottom, quality control engineer. So we will give it as quality control 1. Again we will add quality control 2. Next one we have to add the subcategory of site engineer. So just I am giving here as site 1. Again I am adding one more category which is related to site 2. Let's take here site 2. So this is the organization breakdown structure. If you want to display this particular diagram as architecture view, I mean chart view, you can present here. So you can consider this and go to align the children's in vertical format, it will align. If you want to align at center left, you can arrange here. Okay, so table view, this is chart view. Again I am selecting project manager, go to chart view here. Again I am selecting this, arrange children in horizontal direction so that you can able to see this particular chart here. Okay, again we have to see bigger format of the windows. So go to select the zoom option, zoom to best fit. So you can see here, this is the best fit option for this particular organization breakdown structure for this particular project. Okay, so it is consisting of the managing director initial stage and project manager, civil engineer, structure engineer, quality control engineer, site engineer, financial department, HR department. Under the civil engineering one, it is consisting of CE2, CE1, SE2, SE1, quality control 1, quality control 2 under this quality control, site engineer 1, site engineer 2. Okay, so click on close option. Now the second step is done, which is related to the complete creation of the organization breakdown structure for the project. And next stage is to creating the project. So we are done with first step as well as the second step. Now we will move to the third step, creating of the project. For creating the project, we will go to the file option. So here we have to select the new option here. So here after click on OK. So here it will ask you to select the EPS, enterprise project structure. If you want, you can select EPS based on your assumption. So our EPS is consisting of building project, road project, other projects. So here it is consisting of only our requirement is building project. Why? Because we are constructing the G+6 5 building structural model. That's why I'm selecting project. So click on next option. After this, we have to give the project ID. So new project is there. Then you can give apartment AP. I'm considering here G+5. Let us take project name apartment AP G+5. Just I'm taking here. Okay. So click on next option here and select the project when we need to start the particular project. So here today is 21st January. Just I'm starting this particular project by let us take 10th by Monday. Okay, click on select option. So click on next option. If you want to provide the finished project, you can provide, but it is not mandatory at the initial stages. So click on this next option, and the next one is who is the responsible person for this particular project. Okay, so that's why just we have to select here, and project manager is the responsible person for this particular project. So click on next option here. So standard rates we have to select. You can select any one of the option based on your assumption, but simple way, just I'm selecting for the simple way, price per unit. So click on next option so that it will show you the complete message here like this: congratulations, your project has been created. Click on finish option. Now we can see we are created the apartment building which is of G+5 under the category of building project. Okay, you can consider here building project under the category of building project we are considered here. So you can take here as the building project, and this is the second step which is related to creation of the third step which is related to creation of the project. Our next step is fourth step, which is related to the creation of working breakdown structure. So I was already explained the working breakdown structure, which is related to the subcategory of the project like planning and structural work, construction work, and finishing work, handovering site. Finishing work here, third one, and handovering site. So I will create the working breakdown structure. So for that we have to select this particular blue mark which is related to the working breakdown structure, UWBS. So click on this option so that it will open the working breakdown structure for the project. So this is the project. Under this project we have to add the working breakdown structures. So just I am adding which is related to planning and structural work. First one, planning and structural work. Okay, so give this as some P and yes, just I am giving shortcut name. So again after this we have to give some other working breakdown structures which is related to construction work and finishing work like that. So just I am adding the one more working breakdown structure, but it is not under the subcategory of the planning and structural work. It is a category which is equals to the planning and structural work. That's why we have to move this to left hand side. Select this option so that it will move to the left hand side. Okay, construction work, just I am assuming construction. Again in the same process we have to add one more category. Just we have to give as construction. Again I am adding here, add here, come to the left hand side. So here we have to add finishing work, finish. So you can give it as FIN, finish work. Again we will add one more category, click on add option so that we have to move to the left hand side. This is the last one which is related to handovering site. Again in the same process I am giving same name as HOS here. Okay, now you can see this is the HOS. So this is the process of adding the working breakdown structure which is related to the project. So we are done with the creation of the fourth step, which is related to working breakdown structure. Now we will move to the fifth step, which is related to creating of the activities. For this particular project, it is consisting of activities like this. So which is related to start project, planning, structural work, site clearance, marking, excavation, and bar bending, PCC bed and footing, ground floor column, plinth beams, ground floor shuttering, etc. like this. Okay, I will add those categories under this. First one, we have to add the activities under the planning and structural work. For that, we have to select the activity symbol here. You can find here, click on this option so that the activities window will be open here like this. So you can select any one of the working breakdown structure in order to add the activities. This is my working breakdown structure. I will add the activities under this. Select this option, click on add option, so that it will create the activity with 1000 is the default name. Just I am giving the name as 10. And first activity is start project. As per my assumption, just I am adding. Again, under this we had to add some two categories of the activities, activity 1 and activity 2. So activity 1 is related to completely planning section. So here I am assuming the planning. This is the planning. Just I am creating here planning section. Okay, this is the planning. Just I am creating. Again, I am selecting one more category which is related to structural work. Just I am copy pasting these particular options in order to save our time. This is the structural work. Again, under this category also, construction work also, we had to add the subcategories related to the construction work activities. For that, again we have to click on the right click on this option. This you can add it here. So here I am starting the activity from the 100 number. Why? Because we are done with the 10 series. We will start from 100. So again I am going to this particular option. So in this it is consisting of site clearance, marking, excavation, bar binding, PCC bed, etc. Initially I will create 5 activities. Then after that we will create some more activities. So here I am selecting here. Again I am adding activity. Again we will add some activities. Again we will add some activities like this. So first activity I will copy site clearance. So you can type the names, but for simple understanding, saving our time, just I am copying pasting these options. So next activity which is related to the marking. So you can consider this as the marking for this particular activity. And next activity I am considering here excavation work. Excavation work. This is excavation work. And next activity which is related to bar bending. Just I am adding here. This is bar bending. Again PCC beds. Just I am taking here. Under this we will add 5 more activities. Just I am adding here 1, 2. This is 3, 4. This one is 5. Okay. Under PCC bed we have to add some activity which is of footing. Just I am selecting footing here. Pasting here. Okay. Again I am selecting one more activity which is related to ground floor columns. So I am copying this activity, pasting here. Again in the same process, plinth beams I am taking here, pasting here. Again I am selecting ground floor shuttering work, copying this. Just I am selecting this, and again I am writing here. Next one is related to ground floor slab. I am considering here, copy, paste here. Okay, so again I will take some 5 more activities for this project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activities. Now you can see. So now I will copy those things. First floor columns. First 4 columns I am taking here. Again I am taking ground floor walls, pasting here. Again I am selecting first floor shuttering work, 1 shuttering. Next one is ground floor plastering. Again next category, 1 floor slab, just I am considering. One slab. So in the same process, I'm considering 10 more activities for this project. After one slab, just I'm selecting two columns. Next one floor, first floor walls. Next one, second floor shuttering. Next one plastering. Next I am considering second floor slab. The same process I am adding 10 activities here. Some more 10 activities. On the second floor slab, we have to add third floor columns. Just I am adding. Next one, second floor walls. Third floor shuttering. Next one, second floor plastering. Next one is third floor slab. Next one is fourth floor columns. Next one is third floor walls. Next one we have to select fourth floor shuttering. Next one, third floor plastering. Next one is fourth floor slab. In the same process, we have to add some more categories. Just I am adding activities here. Now we are came to fourth floor slab here. Fourth floor slab, fifth floor columns. Just I am taking. Again in the same process I am taking fourth floor walls. After this, fifth floor shuttering. Next one is fourth floor plastering. Next one is fifth floor slab. Again next one is fifth floor wall. Again I am adding some more category of the activity which is related to fifth floor plastering. And last and final activity is other construction works. Okay, so these are the activities which I am considering under the construction work. Next one, we have to consider the finishing work. Under this finishing work, we have the subcategories like painting of the house, You can consider painting. So you can take 1000 is the activity. Just I'm adding here. Again, under the painting it is plumbing, flooring, others. Plumbing, flooring, other. Okay, so last and final activity for this particular HOS is handovering site. HOS. Okay, so this is the activities, adding the activities for this project. Okay, so here we have to consider the urgent duration, remaining duration, schedule, and start project, finish project, total float as the cases here. But if you want the columns according to your assumption, you can consider here. Go to the columns. You can click on this. Version duration is activity ID, activity name is required, version duration is required, remaining duration not necessary, start project, complete project is not necessary, float is also not necessary. So in general we will add activity type. Okay, so you can add activity type, and you can add the calendar also. Calendar is also required for this particular project, and we have to add the predecessor as well as the successor. Okay, so predecessor, just I am adding successor. Okay, you can consider here, and you can move the predecessor as well as the successor to the some direction. You can consider. Okay, finish is not necessary for this particular. Finish is necessary. So this is the start project, finish project. Okay, original duration, activity name, activity type. We can move it is here like this. You can click on OK, so that it will open the complete thing which is related to the predecessor as well as the successor for this particular project when we will start the project and when we will finish the project. But here predecessor and successor will be aside here, so that's why just I'm going to the columns again. Again I'm selecting predecessor right here, click on OK. Now we can see this is the predecessor as well as this is the successor. So now after this we have to go to the next step which is related to the scheduling. Before that we have to give the calendar for this particular activity. Okay, so after calendar I will give the relations between the activities by using Primavera P6 software. So initially I will create the calendar. Go to enterprise option here. In this it will be consisting of calendars option. Firstly we will add the calendar. Just I am adding the calendar. So click on add option. So calendar name is apartment AP G+5. Just I am taking here. You can click on the default calendar here. Okay, you can modify this calendar by using this modify option. So if you want, you can add the holidays for this particular project. So here I'm taking some work week. So just I'm giving some working day for the particular Saturday also based on my assumption. So since the project is starting on the January, we need to give some holidays in the January itself. So here I'm, as per my assumption, just I'm taking some 3 holidays which is obtained in January. So click on the non-work so that it will create as non-work. So second Saturday I'm giving holiday 8th, 19th, 28th. Just I'm giving as non-working. So in the same process, if you have the holidays in the project, you can add. So for simple understanding, just I'm taking some reference of holidays here like this as non-working. So every Saturday of the every second Saturday of the month I'm considering as a holiday for the project. So click on next option, and some 2 holidays I am considering here for the project. Like this way you can consider any holidays based on your assumption. May, July, August, September, October, November, and this is December. So I am adding as non-work. Click on OK. Now we have to modify the calendar which is related to G+5 apartment building for the project. So click on the cancel option, close option here. Now we have to modify the calendar. So for that, select this option. In the activities itself, you can click on this option. You will find AP G+5. In the same process, you can modify the calendar for every activity. So now we can see we are selected all the calendar as G+5. for this particular project. Now after this we have to give the uh, relations between the components like predecessor and successor for the project. Firstly, we will start the project with start milestone option. Why? Because project will be started here, and we have to end the project handovering site with finish milestone option. Then after that, we have to give the relations between the activities. Okay, so that's why just I'm selecting initial as planning section. You can give the predecessor or successor based on your assumption. So I'm planning to give the successor for the activities. So that's why just I'm selecting start project here. Go to successor option. So the successor for the project is start project is planning section. So that's why we have to give the successor for the planning. So click on the assign option. So here you can see it will open the options here like this. You can give the planning as the successor for the project. If you have any lag in the project, like delay in the project, you can add the lag here based on your assumption. So now you can see it was given as successor here. And next one is planning section. For the planning section, structural work is successor. Again for the structural work, site clearance is successor. In the same process, if you have the lag for the particular project, you can give the lag based on your assumed lag days. Just I am taking lag as 2 days here. So next one is site clearance as marking. Next marking as excavation work. Excavation work bar binding having delays 2 days. Just I am taking here based on my assumption. Bar binding PCC beds, you can consider the delay based on your assumption. PCC beds footing, just I am taking lagging as 1 day. Again in the same process, footing, I am taking ground floor columns, plinth beams. For the plinth beams, just I am taking ground floor shuttering, ground floor slab, first floor columns with the lag as 3 days. You can consider first floor columns. Just I am taking ground floor walls. So ground floor wall, just I am taking first floor shuttering. Successor is ground floor plastering. Ground floor plastering, first floor slab with the lag. Just I am taking as 3 days. First floor slab, just I am taking first floor slab, second floor columns, first floor walls, second floor shuttering, and first floor shuttering, second floor plastering, first floor plastering, second floor slab, second floor slab, second floor columns, third floor columns with lag as 2 days. Just I am adding third floor columns. Just I am adding second floor walls with lag as 1 day. Next one is second floor walls, third floor shuttering, second floor shuttering, second floor plastering, floor slab. So third floor slab, fourth floor columns, fourth floor walls, third floor walls. Just I am giving fourth floor shuttering with lag as some 3 days. Just I am assuming here. Fourth floor shuttering, third floor plastering, fourth floor slab, fifth floor column, fourth floor wall, fifth floor shuttering, fourth floor wall. I'm adding shuttering, fifth floor shuttering. Fifth floor shuttering successor is fourth floor shuttering, plastering. Fourth floor plastering successor is fourth floor slab. Fourth floor slab is fourth floor wall. I'm assuming here 1 by 1 stage here for this particular project. Other works, construction work, planning work with a delay of some 2 days. So painting work just I am taking after plumbing, flooring, other finishing works. So other finishing work, successor is handovering site. So this is the process of giving the successor as well as the predecessor for the project. So this is the next stage we have to follow. So this is the 6th step. We are done with assigning the calendar for the project, and the last stage is to give the scheduling of the project by using Primavera P6. Now after giving the relations between the predecessor and successor, we need to give the duration for the project. This is the important one. So first project, let's start with the project planning. So here the project planning is consisting of some 5 days and structural work is 15 days. So here I am assuming this is 5 days and this is 15 days. Next one we have to give site clearance. So as per my assumed data, site clearance is 6 and as well as the marking is 6 days. Just I am taking this is 6 days, and next marking is also 6 days for the project. Next one is excavation work consisting of 8 days and bar bending work is 5 days. This is 8 days, bar bending work is 5 days. In the same process, PCC bed we need to consider 8 days and footing is 13 days. So next one is related to ground floor columns. We have to consider ground floor column. Here I am considering as 15 days for the project. Again, plinth beams. This time I am taking some 8 days. Otherwise, you can consider long days, 10 days. So next one is ground floor shuttering work. So for the ground floor shuttering work, it will take around 8 days. Just I am assuming here. And ground floor slab work, it is consisting of 21 days. First floor columns, just I am considering the first floor column as 16 days for the project, and ground floor walls, just I am taking as some 14 days. It will take around 2 weeks as per my assumption. Again, in the same process, I am taking first floor shuttering. So based on my assumption, just I am taking first floor shuttering will be consisting of approximately 9 days here for the project. Ground floor plastering, just I am taking around 13 days is the plastering. Again, first floor slab, just I am taking here, which is consisting of approximately 21 days for the curing periods. And second floor columns, just I am taking here as 16 days for the second floor column. First floor walls, just I am taking 13 days. Shuttering work, around some shuttering work we have to give. Shuttering work, just I am taking here as 10 days. Plastering work, just I am taking here as some 14 days. And second floor slab, 21 days. Columns, sections, just I am taking here as some 16 days. And for the walls, 14 days, just I am taking. For the shuttering work, just I am assuming 10 days. Plastering work, around 14 days. Slab section, just I am taking here as 21 days, which is required for the project. And fourth floor columns, which is consisting of approximately 10 days is required for the fourth floor columns. Again, next one is third floor walls, just I am taking 14 days. And the shuttering work is approx of 11 days. And fourth floor plastering, just I am taking 14 days. Slab is 21 days here. And next columns is 10 days. Walls is of 14 days. Shuttering work is of 11 days. Next one is plastering work. Plastering work is 14 days. Slab work 21 days. Walls 14 days. Next one plastering work, just I am taking 14 days. And other finishing work, just I am taking as 1 week. And lastly, for the painting work, which is of 14 days is required for the project. And plumbing work, just I am taking 20 days. And flooring work I am taking 20. Other finishing work is 5 days. And handovering site for the particular project is around 2 days, just I am assuming as per my project. Okay, so it will take around 0 days for the project scheduling. Okay, these are the original duration we had to give for the project. After this, we had to make the scheduling for the particular project. For that, go to scheduling option here. Start applying of the project by 1st February something. You can start it. So click on the schedule option. Now we can see the original duration for this particular project was taken place approximately 596 days. Okay, the project was started by 10th February 2025, but it was ended by 26th March 27. Okay, so this is the complete scheduling of the project. For the planning and structure 21 days. For the construction work, it will take approximately 512 days. For the finishing work, it will take around 59 days, and some handovering site is 0 days. Okay, this is the complete scheduling of the project. We can see the Gantt chart for this particular project based on your assumed data. So the Gantt chart will be presented from the February month. So you can see here the project was finishing step by step here. So this is the complete process of scheduling of G+5 apartment building by using Primavera P6 software. If you have any queries about this video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box so that I will give you the answer for that questions. And if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.